The main reason why I don't want to be married anymore is because the way that I've been able to make my 17-year marriage work all of these years is by compromising myself. Compromising what I think, compromising about what I value, compromise what I want, compromise the type of relationship that I want to have. Everything has been a compromise, but the compromise has been on my part, me adjusting, changing, doing things differently to please my partner or to make the family as a whole work. And I just know that it's just not the right thing to do anymore. But on the other hand, it's really scary thinking that I'm going to be 52 years old out there living by myself with my kids, trying to make it in this economy. I don't have an education. I never went to school. I didn't have a career or anything like that. There was no plan B. This was always the plan. Be married, stay married, raise a family, and just stay together and make it work to the end. I'm taking a huge risk, and sometimes I question whether it's the right thing to do. But I know the reason why I'm questioning is because I'm so used to compromising myself. I'm so used to putting myself last. I'm so used to just making myself disappear so I can be in these roles, wife, mother, whatever, and somehow hopefully make other people happy, and that'll be my life. But that's not the right way to live. I want to find a different way of living. And I have a lot of regret that I've waited so long and I'm doing it now at 52. I don't have youth. I don't have, all of the optimism. I don't have years and years in front of me. I don't really even have the time to kind of wait on it or waste. I mean, I don't have a ton of time. I mean, if I don't do it now, when will I ever do it? When will I ever be comfortable in my own skin? When will I ever feel proud and happy and like myself? When will I ever be in a situation like that again? Unless I go out there and try to take it for myself. It's pretty scary, but I have a feeling that it's going to be worth it. I think it's going to be worth it. So the other day, my husband, who I've been married to for 17 years, but am now going to be divorcing, told me that marrying me was the biggest mistake he's made in his life. And I responded to it with like sarcasm and kind of snark, like, me, like marrying me, I'm the biggest mistake that you've ever made. Because that's how I usually have responded to those types of comments that he makes over the years. But later on, afterward, I kind of sat in my room and I actually cried. I cried about it, like sobbed, actually. And I thought to myself that this is actually a good sign because I have spent so many years in our marriage listening to comments like that. You've ruined my life. You took all my money. You're the worst person. And I've like numbed myself to it over the years. Like I just kind of numb myself or made excuses like, oh, he's just stressed, he's angry, or he's, going through a lot. And I just kind of went along with it and but to get through it, I just kind of had to numb myself. And I guess in a way, like had to diminish my own humanity to not let these things get to me. So I wouldn't like fall apart. I had 2 kids to raise, a family to keep going. Like I couldn't afford to be hurt. You know what I mean? Now that I don't want to be married anymore, I am really telling myself that it's time for me to reclaim my humanity. And that means that there's going to be things that are going to be said to me that are going to hurt me. And I'm going to go ahead and like absorb that hurt. I'm going to feel the feelings. I'm not going to make excuses. I'm not going to intellectualize. I'm just going to feel it. Let my emotions freely flow. And if that means I cry, I cry. If that means I get angry, I get angry. I'm going to feel again. I'm going to be a human being again. And that's probably one of the things I'm looking forward to in this entire process is I just want to be a person again.
Hello, friends. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for clicking. Kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel. So, in today's video, we'll be talking about a very important topic. Okay, so why more and more women are choosing to leave their marriages? We are going to explore the real reasons women are making these decisions beyond the stereotypes and shed light on the stories that are often left untold. So let's get into it. One of the biggest reasons why we are hearing from women who leave their marriages is a desire for self discovery and independence. Many of these women married young and feel like they didn't have time to truly figure out who they are outside of being a wife. Marriage can sometimes make women feel like that, defined by their roles as wives and mothers, and over time they may realize they need space to grow and redefine themselves. This is not about blaming anyone, it's about recognizing that people involved, and for some women, marriage can feel limiting to that growth. Another major reason we hear is emotional neglect. For some women, it's not that their partners are bad people, they are just too fulfilling the emotional needs that are vital for a relationship to thrive. A lot of women describe feeling lonely even while living with someone. In some marriages, partners end up leading parallel lives where communication breaks down and both people are simply going through motions. Over time, the emotional discomfort can lead to feeling of deep loneliness and unfulfillment, making some women question if staying is worth it. Many women also leave their marriages because of the overwhelming burden of unequal responsibilities. Studies that even in their dual income household, where often take on the majority of the housework and caregiving duties over time, this can create resentment and burnout. For some women, it feels like they're shouldering the emotional and physical load of family load, while their partners don't really recognize or share that burden. This imbalance can leave women feeling unappreciated and overworked, leading them to question if they're being bitter or better off with their own. Realizing self-worth and setting boundaries is another reason, guys. Okay, so this reason, leave marriage, women leaving marriages removed a sense of worth in the courage to set boundaries. Many women have shared that they reached a point where they recognize patterns of disrespect, control, even abuse. They realize they deserve better, and living was an act of self-respect. When someone repeatedly crosses your boundaries or disregarded your feeling, it can wear you down over time. But for some women, that moment of realization they deserve better moment becomes a turning point. They find the strength to live because staying compromises their self-worth. So to all women who have made these decisions or considering it, remember you're not alone. Deciding to leave a marriage is not easy. It doesn't happen overnight. It's a journey of self-discovery, understanding what you truly want. Okay, and so we've seen a lot of women are compromising in these marriages. Okay, women they have give up their careers, their ambitions, they dream their dreams because of marriages, because their husband told them they should not do it. Once they do it, they're going to leave that marriage. Okay, so women have stopped working because of these men. Some men they say, I want to have a traditional wife, a person who can just stay at home. How selfish is that? Okay, one thing we should not forget as women is that these marriages they do end. Okay, there is also divorce. So once this person divorces you, what are you going to do? How are you going to survive? Okay, so if you're a housewife, what are you going to do? You don't even have a bank account. You wait for him to give you some money when he gets married. So you have to wake up as a woman, okay? You don't just have to stay at home, at least do something. Even if you are staying at home, if you can work online, please start a job, have your bank account. In case of anything, safety is very important, okay? And so women are now realizing that living on their own, it's making sense because why should you live with a person who doesn't support your careers, who doesn't support your dreams? There's no point of living with them. So women are deciding to live and be independent because even study discovered that only people who are happy are the single ladies and the married men, because married men they benefit more from other marriage. Okay, so that's the video for today, guys. Let's hope you've enjoyed it. Bye bye.